Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Sideways. Now, Sideways in Revenge of the Fallen is, well, barely even a character. I mean, from what I remember, he only shows up in, one scene in car mode and is basically just cut in half in car mode by Sideswipe. I mean, yeah, we do joke about Jolt barely appearing in the film, but at least he's responsible for creating Jet Power Optimus. This guy, well, he appears in car mode, and basically he's just cut in half by Sideswipe, just so Sideswipe can say, "Damn, I'm good." And yeah, I know this is Swerve. I don't have Studio Series Sideswipe, but yeah. But well, taking a look at the box for Sideways. Well, of course, we've got the standard Studio Series box, or well, the new style box, where it's the expanded artwork. Of course, no window, because facing that out. Got a picture of Sideways here. Spot, the side we got a close-up of his face. The other side we got a picture of his robot mode. The back, we've got a picture of him in both modes. Got the Shanghai Pursuit, which is pretty much the only scene he appeared in. And even here, like, it says that he was sliced in half by Sideswipe. And we got the included backdrop. And, well, getting the backdrop out, of course we got the little, I guess, faux backdrop, which he's tied to in the box. And the actual backdrop, which is pretty much where he's driving off. And, of course, as I showed, Sideswipe, or in my case Swerve, because I don't have Studio Series Sideswipe as of the time of recording, pretty much splits him in half, which the toy doesn't do. Sideways is out of action. Sideswipe poses, and he's all, "Damn, I'm good." Oh wow, he's actually standing. So yeah, and I actually got Swerve out of storage just for this. But while getting Sideways back into the shot, of course you can just put him onto the backdrop, although this is more intended for robot mode, I'm pretty sure. Ironic, because I don't think Sideways transformed in the film. I could be wrong, but yeah, he was primarily in vehicle mode. I mean, that's how he died, for crying out loud. And I promise that's going to be the last time I mention his, well, his demise in this video. But well, taking a look at the vehicle mode, Sideways in the film is meant to be an Audi R8, but due to licensing, he's not that in this figure, so this is not a licensed car, unfortunately. Studio Series Mirage, or well, Dino, also suffers from that, so they're not licensed cars here. So yeah, but this is still sort of cool looking if you ignore the panel lining. I mean, we've got some nice paint detailing, like the tail lights here. Got the front here. Again, some nice paint detailing. Got the top. Got the windshield here. Underneath, which, of course, like always, is just a cluster fudge of parts. But hey, this is sort of a well, once you see how it transforms, you'll understand why it looks like this. But hey, of course, you don't display cars like this unless it's some sort of scene where it's crashed. Now, one cool thing is the back wheels are actually pinned in. I mean, the front wheels are just the standard mushroom peg, but the back wheels are pinned in, which is nice. I mean, like, this wheel here rolls normally, but on my copy, this wheel doesn't really roll that well, unfortunately, which is sort of a bummer because it sort of messes up how he rolls, unfortunately. Yeah, if I went for that wheel, I'm pretty sure he would roll the entire length of my phone. Oh well. Now, for accessories, he comes with this gun, which, if I'm correct, is his gun from the Revenge of the Fallen video game. And that's actually pretty cool. Because, of course, seeing how he was in his car mode during the film, he didn't use a weapon. So, the fact that we've got something from one of the games is really cool. And it just makes me want one of the characters from the movie games and studio series. Maybe like one of the drones, like Swindle, or like movie 1 Dropkick, or maybe like Stratosphere, maybe. We are getting Stratosphere in Rise of the Beast, so maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm rambling. Now, the way that the gun stores is, it just goes in the back like so. Yeah, not the most elegant of weapon storage, but oh well. And of course, if you want to, just leave it off and put it in a weapons bag or whatever you own. And well, that's pretty much it for car mode. Yeah, you can't really split it in half. That's not a gimmick that this guy does. Unless you've got some sort of saw to cut him in half, even though that's going to be a one-time thing. Okay, I'll stop now. Let's just move on to the transformation. So, to get this guy transformed, like most Studio Series car bots, it's quite complicated. And in fact, the first time I tried to get this guy into car mode, I think I needed a video guide. So, yeah, thank goodness for MGO's Just Transform It series. So, to get this guy transformed, I'm just going to lift up the back of the car here. Get these side windows up. Get the sides of the car out. Accidentally popped the wheel off. Of course, I'm on camera, so that's... Yeah, when you're on camera, things always go wrong. Who knows? Maybe I'll accidentally break the figure on camera. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But you get the sides of the car out, and these are going to be his arms. Pretty much just move all this back. Tilt the camera up so got some more room to work with. Split these, and when going back into car mode, you want to try and tab this into here. Like, you see this little port here? It tabs into there. So that's what we want to do when going back into car mode. That's the step I missed initially. You want to just untab it, like so. Get the legs down. Get the feet up. And you're done. Okay, I'm just joking there, but get the arms up like so. Lift this up. I'm going to try and move this down. Try and move this backpack section like so. I'm trying to be careful not to break it. There we go. So we're going to move it like this. And then with these wheels here, we'll try and push them in. And yes, I do have them sideways. Haha. But you want to try and push these wheels into here. Close up his hands. And here we've got sideways in robot mode. And if I can get him standing, because this guy's notorious for having loose feet. And seeing how I'm on camera, that normally means that things are way worse. So he could just be impossible to stand on camera. Well, no. Because my copy is normally not that bad, but on camera, he could be impossible to stand, for all we know. There we go. So, here we've got sideways. In fact, I forgot a step. You want to try and move these little bits up. There we go. So, if he falls forward at any point, I apologize. It's just because his ankle ball joints are a bit loose. Like, I think I got lucky in my copy's not that bad, but still. I could still accidentally knock him over with just one tap. Yeah, you see. Although it's not loose to the point where he can't stand without, like, blue tack, thankfully. Well, let's just do a 360 of him. Yeah, you can... In fact, you can sort of see like he's leaning right now. Well, trying to do a 360, you can actually pretty much see the entire car compresses into his torso. And I think that's quite unique. Like, his legs just go under the car mode, the size of the car forms his arms, and the rest of the car just compresses into his torso, and the windshield just forms wings. So, yeah. Sort of barricade-like, which... Well, seeing how, like, the movies do reuse models, I'm pretty sure this is sort of like a modified barricade CGI model, if I remember. But, yeah, I do like how this looks. Looking at the head... Well, it definitely screams Bayverse Decepticon, and the fact that... Well... It looks quite insectoid, you know? The mouth's got those little mandibles and all that. So, yeah. Of course, seeing how this is a Studio Series figure, it can't really take blast effects on the feet or weaponizers. Studio Series doesn't really do that. Now, giving him his gun is actually sort of unique. You have to open up the thumb. Slide this into here, if I remember how you do it. There we go. And then that just closes up like so. And then that taps into there. And now he's got his gun from the Revenge of the Fallen video game. Which, yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, of course, this guy's just not going to stand seeing how he's on camera. So, yeah, I'm going to have to use the gun as a third leg. Maybe I have to, like, bend these. And if anything, let's just move on to the articulation. So, his head can, of course, go side to side. It can look up. His arms can, of course, move. Can't really T-pose that well though. Do have sort of a butterfly joint though. It's got elbows, which can sort of swivel over. They're a bit tight. His hands can open if you move the thumb. I suppose if you use like the little transformation joint, you can sort of extend them. His waist can move. He can sort of kick forward. He can kick back. He can sort of do the splits. He's got knees. He can break his knee. Doesn't really have that much of an ankle pivot, unfortunately. And he can move his toe down. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for posability. And I think let's just finish this off with a comparison with, even though I don't have Studio Series Swerve, I just thought, so at the start of the video, I do sort of have the original Revenge of the Fallen Swerve. Well, not Swerve, Sideswipe. I don't have Studio Series Sideswipe, but I do have Revenge of the Fallen Swerve. So if we just do a sides comparison here, you can sort of see how, if you wanted for these little wings here, Swerve would be taller. Yeah, Deluxes were a bit taller back then. And of course, see how this guy's got the roller skates. He just doesn't stand unless you pose him very specifically. And while putting sideways with his backdrop, which he might, yeah, he might faceplant here, I'm not sure. There we go. That's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, of course, the ball joints are quite loose in the feet. I mean, it does differ from copy to copy. You might have one that does not stand whatsoever, or you could be like my copy where it does stand, although it is still a bit loose. But for other complaints, well, of course, I do have a wheel that doesn't really roll that well. And it does kind of suck, because I think if that wheel did actually roll pretty well, I'd be able to like push him across my desk. I also found that the instructions for this guy are particularly not that good. I mean, I was stumped the first time I tried to transform him, and I had to use like a YouTube video to help me transform this guy. Yeah, it could either be me being stupid or, yeah, the instructions were just not that good. But well, overall, do I recommend this figure? If you're a fan of Revenge of the Fallen, then yeah, this is a really nice figure. I mean, like, he's accurate to the film, if he was even in robot mode at least, but I just love how this guy looks. He looks intimidating. And well, if you're a fan of the video game, then, because he does have the gun from the game, then this guy is also going to be really nice. So yeah. Now, just before I finish this off, a quick sneak peek of what to expect next week. So yeah, now this has been my review on Studio Series Sideways, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.